Wow, he is just so beautiful. All right, the cherry on top. Hi, Mimi. Another rescue we took in. The mandarin gobies right here. I didn't think I was actually gonna get them on camera. Inside this pond, we have just about every dang tang. What is going on, Cuffaros? Welcome back to another video. Before we get today's video started, obviously update on everything here at the farm and all the things going on. I got this big box from our Amazon wish list, and it's from Janet. Big shout out to Janet. She sent so much. She sent seaweed for our reef pond, pig treats, 2 bags of pig treats, goat treats, and another thing of goat. Oh, this is chicken feed. Thank you so much, Janet. I appreciate that. She also sent more things like a salt brick for the goats and turtle feed and some pellets for the marine tank. There's so much, and thank you so much, Janet. I really appreciate it. The Amazon wish list. I love when I get random boxes full of stuff from you guys. Let's go give the pigs a little bit of treats real quick. We'll just take a handful of treats. Check this out. Ready? Eat up, folks. They love it. It's like a little treat before dinner. Lunch, breakfast. It's early in the morning. It's 11 o'clock in the morning right now. All the pigs eat. Lulu, you're about to get your breakfast here in a moment. It's a farm-filled day, folks. It's a farm-filled day. Before we get today's video started and update you on all the animals and, of course, the fish inside the fish building here, we do have a sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Fiverr, which is really, really cool because I've used Fiverr so many times to make merch logos. Actually, crazy enough, let me turn around and show you. That logo right there, I had that done on Fiverr. You can get anything done on Fiverr. If you're trying to start a brand for yourself, this is the place to go to get everything done. Look at all the different things you can get done. So many different options. You name it, it could be done on Fiverr. Right now, I am working with Sissy Wedgwood. She's redesigning Cuffaro brand, my website that sells all this merch, and that process is going on right now at this moment. I use Fiverr daily. Merch designs, website development, like I said, you name it, they've got it, and I use it all the time. And that's why it's so cool to work with companies that I've used in the past, because then it's easy for me to explain to you how this works. Fiverr is literally a problem solver. 100% a growth accelerator. The things that you never can imagine to do yourself, there's people out there that can make them come to life. Now, when you're searching for the correct person to do your job, there's different ways to do so. There's a review side of things. You can check, of course, reviews. They also have portfolios of existing work that they have done in the past. You can see if it fits your style and whether you think that person could work for the project you're looking to get done. Now, I just have a few more days of Sissy working on my website. So once that is completed, I'm gonna grab this camera again and show you what she created. All right, it's been about a week or so, and the website's done. Let's type in Paul Cuffaro brand. Once we're onto the website, we click that, and here we are. My goodness, this looks so much better. I couldn't be any happier. You can even keep scrolling. These are all the t-shirts. This is sick. This is so much better. Scroll down, you get all the hoodies, as you can see, the little shark with the hoodie on. So we're gonna obviously add more merch. This is just a rough draft of what's to come, but the layout is there, the website is done, it looks absolutely amazing. My website is officially ready to go. It's launched, and that's as simple as it really is with Fiverr. Now, what are you waiting for? Head on over to the link in the description down below. That is fvrr.co/Cuffaro. The link is right here on the screen if you want to type it in, or just go down in the description and we'll click that link and use my promo code. That'll get you 10% off all of the services. So make a merch logo, go make a website, whatever it literally may be, someone on Fiverr could take care of it and do it for you. Big shout out to Sissy, you killed it. Thank you so much, Fiverr, for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to it. And now that we're back from that, we can get started. I'm gonna start, I think, at the very front of the property, and that is with the emus. Walking on over to the emus. Of course, this barn, which is a lot clean. Hey, little cats, we'll get to them in a little bit. This barn used to be when we had a horse. At that time, I don't have the horse anymore, but this is nice to have, though, in case of a big storm or anything. We can always put animals in either side of that. But Rick and Morty over here are 2 beautiful female emus that make this noise. If you listen, ready? They're actually really friendly too, to be honest with you. You guys are crazy. They've got this entire front enclosure at the house. This enclosure, at some point down the road, I do want to build like a big structure for them. But for now, the 2 emus that we rescued, we actually got these 2, Rick and Morty, or Rick and Morty. I can't tell the difference. 2 female emus. We got them a couple, maybe like a year ago at this point. My buddy Blake's Exotic Animal Ranch came over to the farm and dropped both of these emus off. Ever since, they've gotten a heck of a lot bigger. and soon we'll probably be laying eggs. Probably one of the coolest animals to have here at the farm, I will say. And when I have guests here at the farm, they're always the favorited animal here at the farm. All right, sounds good, Rick. You think that's enough? You can feel all the food right here. They hold all the food in their neck right here. It's so weird. But yeah, this enclosure is nice and large. It's quite big. At some point, like I said though, definitely want to do like a structure right here. And maybe even get another mammal, like a Highland cow or something. I've always wanted a baby, like a little fluffy cow. I don't know, we'll see. Rick and Morty are in the front of the property for now. We're gonna keep on moving this way. Now, these videos I personally feel are definitely necessary because we have a lot of animals here at the farm. And when you guys don't watch for a little bit or don't watch every single video, sometimes you miss out on some of them. So with that being said, next enclosure. The goat enclosure. This is obviously one of my favorites. Unfortunately, Florida's been quite rainy lately. This is the rainy time of season. Rainy time of season. It's the rainy time of year. And the goat enclosure I have built on stilts for this exact reason. It's one of the only enclosures out here that does flood really bad. So we built it where they have this whole spot to come up on top of. One mistake I made, I wish I would have built inside there with this same exact kind of wood like this, because these spaces allow the goat poop, which they poop uncontrollably. If you ever had goats or know about goats, they poop like crazy. I wish I did that in there because it would allow the poop to fall through. Unfortunately I didn't, but maybe we'll change that eventually, right, Oscar? So we got Oscar right here. This is Boots, which Boots is a very well-known goat here. Of course, little baby right here. This is the one that I could take this thing anywhere I want. Oh, come on, guys, really? King, that's King right there. Emmy and Mama Goat, which Emmy and Mama Goat really don't like to be touched much. She's beautiful. When she was a baby, she had those two little black spots on her back. Were perfect little hearts. She is probably one of the most beautiful goats I've ever seen, and of course Boots too. Boots, you've got your own merch, Boots. Little floppy ears. All right, I'm gonna get them fed, and that is our goats. We have 6 total goats. And look who's outside the enclosure. You might as well talk about you two. These are my 2 cats that we had gotten recently. And we rescued these 2. They were tiny little cats found on Craigslist. Grew them up just to be outside in the backyard to take care of my rat issue. And I tell you what, Ginger Ninja, ever since I put you out here in the backyard, I've had no rat problems at all. No rats. Look at this crazy lunatic over here. Hi, girl. And this one, we don't really have a name. We've just been naming her Lolly, and she's got a couple random names, but she's a sweetheart too. They're both very nice, and they grew up inside. Of course, if you guys saw that video, we made a whole video of them literally from little kittens all the way to growing up and being put outside. So a couple months worth of footage we made for that. They're doing their job though, an amazing, fantastic job. I haven't had any rat problems at all with these 2 in the backyard. Here you go, fellas. Goats eat. We can't forget about our one little random hen that walks around the farm. It's the only chicken that is outside of the coop. We have a coop. We'll be over here in just a little bit, checking out the turkeys and stuff and just how big they got so fast. But these pathways too are new, or newer at least, and probably the best things I've ever put in my entire life. Like, they are so clutch, especially once we get landscape between here. It's gonna be nice not getting dirt everywhere. All right, on to the next enclosure, which is just left of our goat enclosure. So everything is pretty much built around the house. There's the house, of course, and everything is just built in a circle around the house. A lot of this stuff is a work in progress. We've been working on this property for over 2 years now, which time flies. If you remember, and you've been here since day 1, you've been at my mom's house, and of course even onto the other house, the other farm that we built on 2.88 acres. This is 1.25 acres, so 1.25 acres here. This right here is Mango and Lady May, 2 of our biggest pigs. These things are absolutely massive. Lady May, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is a little bit bigger than Mango, even though Mango looks like he is. Mango has a little looser of a gut. Lady May is built. She's a thick girl. Yeah, but this is Lady May. Obviously, she's been around for a while. We rescued her. She was going to become bacon, and someone called me, and I went and got her in Naples, Florida, which is a couple hours away. Mango was rescued from Miami. He's a little bit on the aggressive side, typically, but he's a big boy too. He's probably going to try to come over here and bite my foot. That's what he usually does. See him wagging his tail. He's getting all frustrated. But he's a big boy. He's probably around like 200 something pounds. These guys are big. Inside their enclosure, before they eat here, we have the chicken coop. We had just built this recently with Hector. That is epic. Yes, sir. Oh yeah. Here they go, Lady May and Mango. This is my brother Tommy. He works here on the farm with me. Does a lot of the morning feedings and along with the waters and stuff, but this is definitely not a one-person job, this whole property. This is the chicken coop though. It's got a little opening here where you can go inside this, which I don't really, nor do the chickens really use up here yet until they get a little bit bigger. It also has an opening over here on the side. Super easy to grab some eggs, yada yada yada. This thing is epic though, I tell you what. Inside the chicken coop, of course, they got their food, some water over here, which is hard to keep clean. We even put it up on a little slate, but you got these little feather foots my buddy Chad brought over here, which is this guy too. Look how cool they are, little feather feet. And then these, they like to nibble. I think that's a rooster, I don't know. That's a big boy right now. A bunch of these little chickens, we actually gave my buddy Andrew the other remaining chickens that we had taken from Chad. Just because truthfully we didn't need 15 to 20 chickens in this coop, it just wasn't necessary. So we gave the rest of those to Andrew, and I kept just like one of each color of the bigger hens, or one might be a rooster. And then of course a little feather foots and stuff like that we kept as well. So we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chickens and 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 turkeys, which is awesome. Look how big the turkeys got. So that's the Royal Tern turkeys, I think. I believe that's what that will be. And there's another white one over there. That I think is a female, and this is a male for sure. And then we have, of course, the darker turkeys as well, which these guys got huge. Look at these things. Look at them wings. What? That thing is huge. Yeah, they're gonna be awesome. They all sleep up here. Lots of chickens though. The chicken coop is filled. Hopefully soon, once these chickens get a little bigger, we will have some eggs. It would be nice to get some eggs eventually. All that money and feed will eventually pay off. I'm sweating. It's nice and humid. It's humid as heck out here. We got, of course, both pigs. They're eating now. Let me get out of here. Oh, it's flooding. I got the water going. It's getting nice and nasty. This right here, putting these water hoses at each enclosure was the best thing I've ever done, ever. It makes doing the waters like this a heck of a lot easier. Of course, this enclosure, which is right left of Lady May and Mango, and the chicken coop enclosure, right left of that is our 11 pigs. All 11. If you guys know each one of them by name, you know what I'm talking about. We'll go by them right now though. This is Duke, the biggest male in the entire enclosure. It's also the only son, I believe, or no, maybe they had 1 or 2 sons, but it's the biggest son of the group. Bubba's right here. This is the dad. This is the dad pig. And then he and Lulu has her own little square cubicle because they don't let her eat enough. So ever since we made this little square cubicle, she's put on a lot more weight. Lulu and Bubba were the 2 OGs, and they had most of these babies in here. So we have Daisy right here. This is Daisy, and the reason I could tell the difference between Daisy and Pua, they look the same, but Pua is a little bit more chunky, and this is Pua. So Pua, and then we have Buttercup and Rosie. These are the 2 sisters, so Buttercup and Rosie right here. There's Rosie. We have Baloo right here. This is one of the other babies that Lulu and Bubba had. She's not the friendliest, but she's getting better. She's getting better. And then we have Twisty, who looks like Baloo, but has a little bit more hair. And that's Bambi and Chunky Monkey, which is right there. So Bambi, Chunky Monkey, Duke, Buttercup, Brain Fart Twisty, Rosie, Bubba, Pua, Daisy, Baloo, Lulu. And they have this giant enclosure under these beautiful trees right here to keep them nice and shaded throughout the entire year. Of course, they have a little house over here that they love to sleep in. That's where they all like stack up in a little pile. They literally can explore this entire enclosure, and then even around the back of the building as well. Check back here too. They like to go poop back here, which is, it's beautiful. It's amazing. It's an amazing thing that they do that. Oh, I never knew it would be such a process to just explain how many dang animals are back here. And we're about halfway done with just the mammals. We still got the whole fish building too. By the front other side of the property, we have this enclosure here, and Babe stays in here. She likes these pools, and she'll just destroy them. So over the time, we've gotten so many, but I just leave the broken ones in here. I actually need to get her a new one because she'll sleep on that. She likes it. Plays with all this stuff, broken bins and stuff. She's like a kid. But Babe is right on over here. Hey, Babe. She used to have this horrible skin condition when we got her. She still has a little problem on her ear sometimes here and there, but for the most part, she has gotten baths with this shampoo that was specialized for that, and she's so much better now. So Babe, the pig, is right here. Another rescue we took in, and she's doing good. Nice and chunky. She doesn't like to be with anyone, by the way. A lot of people comment, get Babe a friend, get Babe a friend. Babe don't want no friends. If she wanted a friend, she'd tell me. Trust me. She just doesn't like other pigs at all. Hence why this is split, and we have another enclosure here. We have the 2 pigs right here. Coon, big old face. Look at that face. He thinks I'm about to pour food. Look, he thinks I'm about to pour food. But this is our Coon. Both of these pigs are also rescues. This is the only actual hog we have here on the farm. It is a full hog, like a full blown hog. We just name them Hog and Coon Coon. We don't really have names for these two. But yeah, this is their enclosure. It's another one just off to the side. Honestly, these 3 pigs right here are the stankiest and the most maintenance. Like, they just destroy stuff. But they have their little house here. Each and every single animal has a matching house on the farm, fully ready for any storm to come through, and just about prepared for any storm. I keep the houses elevated compared to the flooding out here could get bad, because this, where I live, used to be a swamp, and they just built a neighborhood pretty much. Those houses are all elevated above the swamp areas. So over here, let me show you guys the pond, the outdoor pond that I haven't done anything with in quite some time, but I do have a lot of plans for it. I want to build a waterfall. I want to put a liner in it. I want to do a filtration in it. I'm gonna make this really, 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 really nice. Boom, baby. This thing is so sick. And as you can see, our water plants have completely taken off with all this rain lately. We got a lot of water plants sent to us from Chilili. They actually came and installed all these plants. Look how big some of them got. It's nuts to see the progress and growth here. I keep this fountain off right now just because the power bill's already $1,200 a month. If anyone was curious, it's ridiculous. So why keep that on unless I'm filming or doing something with the pond? For now, it's staying off, and eventually we'll get that turned on once it's all like actually filtered and everything. But this pond has a couple fish in it. It's one of my favorite things we've ever done here on the channel, but we've yet to really just like utilize it. And I think in order for me to do so, it'll be a project coming up in the next few months where we do a liner, like I said, waterfall, and so much more out here in this big pond, which I'm very excited for. I can't, sorry. I can't wait to do that. And I think Brenton left a boat made out of bottles next to it. So that's typical. Thanks, Brenton. I appreciate the gift. It is crazy to see how big this guy got. Here, let me try to see if I can get him without getting my hand bit off. Holy smokes. Give me a break. Regardless, in this tub right here, and it's dirty on purpose. Trust me, where the water's quality is dirty on purpose because he likes to just be stealth. He'll come up and eat tilapia right out of our hand. This is my gigantic common snapping turtle. It is one of the biggest snapping turtles that I don't actually film much of, but he eats a fillet of tilapia every single day in there, and he's getting massive. We actually might need to update that pond soon, make it bigger. Maybe you could do a whole pond in the corner. We'll have Hector come and build it with a viewing panel. The ideas are flowing. But we have a big snapping turtle over there. And of course, let me show you the turtle house over here. Walk on over this path right here. Boom. This right here we built strictly to keep turtles. Oh, and tortoises, but we just never even got the tortoises, so these have just been sitting for doing absolutely nothing. We have all the packaging for the turtles to come soon here on PC Aquatics. I've been saying it, like literally boxes and everything are all set and ready to go. I've been saying it forever that we're gonna do it. I just really wanna do it the right way prior. So just getting like regulations and pretty much preparing everything. Before we rebrand the entire PC Aquatics, I wanna have all that set up so that when the rebrand comes out with over 2,000 SKUs of everything you could possibly want aquatic-wise, which is happening soon, hint hint, that this will all be ready by then. So big plans coming, just takes time, progress. This is all of those bins. I had just forgot the water was on one of them, so it kind of flooded everything. But yeah, we have a couple different turtles right now, nothing crazy. Of course, our big Indian spotteds, which are some beautiful, beautiful turtles. We've been growing these guys for quite some time now. I do want to make these guys something cool as they are getting bigger now as well. There's a couple of them in here. I think there's 3 or 4, but they are so pretty. Indian spotted turtles. We do have as well some yellow bellies, which plenty of those painted in yellow bellies in this enclosure, and a little goldfish. There's a map turtle in this one. Come here, bud. And they get that name map turtle because they have that pattern all over them. But that guy's in here alone. We also have a bunch of these little pink belly side necks. So many of these little pink belly side necks that are getting quite large now. I mean, it's crazy to see. I got them when they were just like an inch or 2 big. They're getting big now. And there's a bunch of those in here. It's really easy to do water. Oh, look at this baby Mata Mata. This is crazy too. Check that out. Beautiful Mata Mata turtle. He eats live fish in here. But it's cool to do water changes in this because all you do is shake this out. If you see, we just push all the muck that turtles make. It goes into a little gutter system underneath and it falls right outside. And it comes right outside the side of the building right here. And it's as simple as this to refill. We got them on every single one of them. You let it fill back up, and just like that, you can do a simple and easy water change. Hence why, with the amount of turtles we have in all these tubs, it stays as clean as it does. Pop it back on, top it off at the top of this brick, and they're good to go. As well as, of course, on each of these enclosures, we have a UVB light that does shine down once, obviously, they're plugged in and stuff. But yeah, there's like 15 tubs, I think. Yeah, 5, 10, 15 tubs here, and only like 4 or 5 have turtles. But we made this like a year ago and just have yet to really do anything with this entire section at all. But eventually, we'll do something. That is the, oh, blinded. That is the turtle house, though. Full literal house with a gutter on it and everything, just for turtles. The pool, literally one of the newest things, if not the newest thing we've got going on out here. This was done by Dale's Decking and Pooling. They crushed it in just a matter of like 2 months. They put this entire thing. We got extra patio tile as well to make it just nice and big back here. We plan to do like a whole little outdoor kitchen area on this side, hence why it's all dirt still. But we got a nice, beautiful pool in the backyard now, and I'm almost able to jump in. I cannot wait. Inside the house, before we get started on all the aquatic side of everything now, which is probably a big thing of why everyone's watching this video. Everyone loves the fish tanks and ponds. This right here is a Red Sea 1000, one of my biggest, it is my biggest aquarium. And we just have pretty much rescaped this entire thing and got a couple fish for it. We have some cardinals in there. We've got some bar gobies at the top. We have the yellow tang, which is a beautiful fish that's getting bigger by the day. A couple cleaner shrimp, blood shrimp and cleaner shrimp, and then a mandarin goby in the back corner. The mandarin goby's right here. I didn't think I was actually gonna get him on camera. He's such a beautiful fish. You just rarely ever even see him, but all the fish look good. Everything looks amazing in here. So a couple fish in here, nothing crazy. I do plan to get more coral, but this tank itself is looking fantastic. As you can tell, it looks good. Really, really good. Way better than it did before, and I can't wait to get coral and more fish for this right here. But speaking about fish and corals and stuff, let's get back outside and check out the fish building. 1,400 square feet of straight up building that we built just for our fish. We're gonna have to ignore what's down here. There's a whole lot of what's down there. This is all gonna be a merch drop coming very, very soon, very limited, and it's gonna come with a special surprise. So be looking forward to that drop. We will start it off with the 4,000 gallon predatory pond behind me here. Y'all have seen many videos on this. We actually built this thing from scratch all the way up to what it is now, wood sides and fiberglass, and painted it, and it was a whole process. Look at the shark right now. The brown banded bamboo shark is fired up. Of course, we have our batfish, and this pond is getting a water change Monday morning. So by the time this video is out, this will have a water change, and unfortunately, with the amount of bio load in here, and of course how much we have to feed, the water gets dirty really, really quick. Hence why we have all of these PVCs back here, and this runs to each and every pond. That's the reef pond you'll see here in a minute. This is the predatory pond, and that is the shark pond. So each of them have their own PVC, and we pump the water straight from Miami Inlet. Right from Miami, we get this crystal clear water, and then, of course, the cycle goes on. This is a lot of maintenance. It is about $1,500 in water per month to maintain. A lot of people ask me, Paul, how much does it cost to maintain all this? My property is insane. Between the electricity, the feed, the pond builds, of course, it's a good amount of money. It's very good, and that's why I do appreciate all you members that are members of the channel, advanced members. Put your names right here on the pond. As you can see, your names are all here on the pond, so if you want to become an advanced member, help out. Of course, that link is down below, but you just watching these videos is as simple as that. That's all I'd ever need, and I appreciate you so, so much for just doing that. Thank you for being here, watching this video right now even. That helps fund all these crazy ideas and projects. This back to the predatory saltwater pond though. We've got really, really cool fish in here. Between grouper, batfish, jack crevalle. As you can see, there's this remora right here that has grown so much. It's absolutely insane. Bamboo shark in the back. Harlequin tusk right here. There's a lionfish back there. Mrs. Puff, the puffer fish. Mrs. Puff's best friend, the other porcupine puffer right here. There's the bamboo shark. There's also a horn shark. I gotta find, let me turn this jet off. There's the horn shark right there. You can see him at the bottom. He's just not really coming out to the window's view. There's a lionfish though. You can see him in there. He's grown a lot. With the shark here in the corner, there is a panther grouper. I'm just trying to get him to come out now. See his tail down there? He's hiding in the rock. Big, big panther grouper. And there is a smaller one in here that I haven't really seen much of yet either. I believe that's the stingray right there in the sand, but you cannot tell. He is hard to find. But just yesterday, my grandparents came over and we saw the stingray.
How you doing?
It's my grandpa. What's up, Pops? Nice hat.
Oh my goodness gracious.
My grandparents are here. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
What do you think?
Oh, I think it's great.
It's insane,
Love
right?
it. Absolutely.
Mom, isn't
I was just showing them the pond, and if you look closely, look down here.
Look at the stingray. You see the stingray sitting right there in the sand. He's kind of camouflaged, but we just did some feeding and they came out to say what's up. Look at the jack.
There's the moonfish that are in here too. You can see these guys, they're crazy. They come up and just go nuts when we throw some shrimp in. This pond is super, super cool though. Between the sharks and the stingrays and everything we have in here, the predatory pond is definitely one of the favorites here on the channel. Although, this baby mama is a whole different breed. Let me turn the lights on. Hopefully I don't scare the fish. Oh, wakey wakey everybody. Inside the coral reef pond, or it's artificial coral, soon to have even more artificial coral. I have it on the side of the pond over there. I have a lot of artificial coral I still gotta add. Inside this pond we have just about every dang tang, and angelfish you could possibly think of, at least the ones that I've seen in stores. If you could see, I will try to name obviously Emperor Angel there. We have some of the big old unicorns, which let's see if we could find one. We got a big old unicorn right there. Achilles tang, which is that little orange circle spotted one right there. A French angelfish coming right up to the window here. Beautiful fish. Queen angelfish, another really special one. Foxface in the back right there. Cleaner wrasse, lots of those. Blue tang, dory, we got dory. Some other exotics that I don't even remember the names of, but they're very cool tangs and angels. There's a butterfly right there, of course, and that's one of two. We just recently in our video got another one. There's a chocolate tang. As you can see, now that he's getting bigger, he is turning a little bit chocolatey. Purple tang down there in the rocks. Come on, show yourself, buddy. Oh yeah, there he is. You got the purple tang. He's just hiding back there. Come on out, purple tang. There he is. Purple tang right here. Sailfin, if the fish don't get in the way, there's a sailfin right there, sailfin. Atlantic blues, we got 2 or 3 of those. I believe there's 2 or 3 of them. Beautiful fish. Whitetail, tang in the back. Coming down, there he is. Lots of monos up at the top. There's 5 of those. There's 2 more over here. They usually school up. There's all 5. Lots of little damsels, pajama fish around the rocks if you look really closely in the back. And of course, some Nemos. Lots of clownfish in the back hiding around the pump. It's just kind of harder to see them on camera especially. Nothing does this pond more justice than actually being here in person. As you can see, they're waiting for the food to hit. We just threw some food and now they will just kind of just go crazy, absolutely crazy on all the feed. If I show you from above, you'll see some stuff that you really can't see from the window, like the general stars, which there's one right there. There's another one over there. There's some zebra eels. See the zebra eels inside the rock? Here we go. Boom! Smoking seaweed off the surface. Everything eats seaweed too, by the way. We'll turn these lights back on. This pond is 100% a fan favorite, if not the favorite. It's my favorite, that's for sure. And the videos making this were awesome. Doing the concrete, building up those walls, and then of course, painting and scaping it, doing all the rock scape on the inside. This is 100% probably one of the coolest things we've ever built. Still is to this day the coolest thing I think we've ever built. Eel coming out and about right now, looking for a nice crab. Look at that orange shoulder. Oh, one of the most beautiful tangs. But lots of fish. I mean, if I didn't name them, you've probably seen them throughout the last couple of videos. We also have this beautiful blue lobster who just decided to pop out. Last minute I was looking for him, but he's walking across, going into the back now. Beautiful blue lobster. The lights went off and Buddy came out to explore. Look at homie down there, dude. That is so sick. Blue lobster. Wow, that water is just incredibly clear. The only tragedy, I think we've had, what, maybe 1 or 2 fish die, and one of the fish is our yellow tang, and it happened while I was away in Hawaii, which it doesn't get any more, these are from Hawaii, it doesn't get any more sad than that, because this is literally Hawaii raised, like, just $1,200 fish right there. I mean, they're not cheap, let alone the price. The fact that that was probably my favorite fish we ever got for the reef pond, and unfortunately I had Tommy freeze it while I was away so I could show you guys that. We lost a yellow tang, which is sad. We've literally never lose anything in this pond. Knock on wood. Wood. Cardboard, that's wood. Unfortunately, pretty openly honest with you guys, and that happened. It happened. Yellow tang died. Unfortunately, maybe we'll get another one here soon. What's next? Shark pond. This is the shark pond. We have yet to top off the shark pond with some more salt water, but I tell you what, this is probably one of the coolest things. I know I say that about everything because everything is the coolest thing. But this right here is gonna be amazing when it is all done. I mean, 5,500 gallons, 5,500 gallons of salt water, like I said, pumped straight out of the Miami inlet and brought on a truck to the house. This is gonna have another probably 1,500 gallons filled up on Monday when the 4,000 gallons worth of water comes to do the water change on the predatory pond. We're gonna do the rest of the truck into here. So big things happening at all times at the house. There's always something going on. I just love how clear this pond is. I can't wait to see sharks swimming through here. It's gonna be nuts. The reason why we did this right here, these are lobster cages, or we mimic them at least. And then we put some, as you can see, barnacles, artificial barnacles on there. The videos making this were amazing. You guys loved them. It turned out great, the feedback. This right here, Hector built these because we saw them in the Keys, and I was like, that is the perfect structure to go in the shark pond. The fish can go in them, the eels can go in them, the lobster can go in them, and the shark would love to have some structure. So we built those inside the shark pond, and as you can see, they look amazing. Like I said, all the advanced members' names are on the pond. If you want to have your name on the pond, just go check out the link in the description. But a big shout out to all of you. This is probably one of the coolest things we're going to be doing up next. Top it off with water. Filtration was supposed to come July 9th. And of course, it never showed up. So Koi Smart told me that they have other alternatives because they have no updates on when it will be back. And the other alternatives are twice the price. So we might just have to bite the bullet here and just get the craziest filtration. But I didn't really want to spend $4,000 on a filter. I'm not going to lie to you. At some point, I am running a business. And we're... You know what I'm saying? So Shark Pond will be getting done soon. At least it's flowing for now. That looks amazing. And we also stained the deck. So the deck is now stained and polished. So this looks great. Made it stand out a little bit more. On to the next, our new 200-gallon double windowed Fly River / cichlid pond. Our Fly River is right here. He likes to bury himself in the sand. Such a cool turtle. If none of you have ever seen a Fly River, I'll take him out and show you real quick. Show yourself, because you are one unique looking turtle. A little pig nose. Oh, okay. I can see it through the window, it's all right. A little pig nose right there. Such a cool turtle. And he lives in here along with all of his cichlid friends. And they have some structure in the back, but these guys are all fairly new. This was a video we just did recently. All the cichlids, and they're nice and chubby, growing up and doing good. As you can see, it looks really, really good. This thing is awesome. Inside the corner, we have a chameleon. This is Leo, the ambilobe panther chameleon, one of the coolest enclosures for reptiles that I've ever seen. I love the way this came out and all the vines growing down it. This looks absolutely stunning, super, super nice. And let's see where you're at. It's always a challenge trying to find this chameleon. Oh my gosh, he's beautiful right now. He's beautiful right now. Oh, my hat came off, but look at Leo right now. Wow, he is just so beautiful. I remember when I first got him, it was this little tan thing. He didn't have any colors. And as he gets bigger, he should. His dad was all red. Oh, he's a little freaked out from that branch, I'm sorry. Look at that red coloration on him right here. What a beautiful chameleon. He's doing amazing in here. And as you can see, getting nice and large. He's like literally twice the size. He's actually changing colors as we speak. He's a lot more greener now than he was red when I first grabbed him. Such a cool animal. You want to go up on that random branch, don't you? All right, we'll see you later. Enjoy the fish building. Here he goes. He's moving. That boy's on a move. See you, dude. On a real note, dude, I gotta get you. I'm just kidding. You can't go running yet. I should let you roam free every once in a while, though. Look at how crazy. Oh, there you go, dude. We also have a fish tank right here that's got a bichir and a spotted gar, Florida gar in it. We have this quarantine pond that we have yet to use, but we got to set that up. I accidentally broke the filter. As you can see, it tipped off the back and it broke, so I got to get another filter and then we can set this up. And of course, Cornelius and his friend are in here. These are American bullfrogs. Oh, one's in the water. As you can see, that is not Cornelius. That's the other one that we named Augusta. Let's see if Cornelius is in here. Oh yeah, there's big boy. There's big boy. Hey buddy. Big old buddy. Big old American bullfrog right there. These guys are nuts. I don't like to bother them too much just because they've been having trouble eating in here. Ever since I moved them into this enclosure, they haven't really eaten as much as I want them to. So I'm not trying to handle them much lately. But two big American bullfrogs. If you follow me on Snapchat, that's at Juno Paul, you've probably seen this on my Snapchat a little bit more. But we built this entire thing strictly for literal bullfrogs. That right there is the entire fish building. I mean, there's a lot to see and there's a lot going on at all times. But I love this place. As high maintenance as it is, I do love it. And I'm excited that you guys now know literally everything that's in here. All right, open up this door, woo, and boom, right in time because guess what? It's raining outside. When is it not? Cuffaros, that is just about everything. I'm about to show you the last pond, and that is the Amazon corner. It is right over here. But we've got goats, pigs, turkeys, chickens, emus, lots of fish, and of course turtles, and hopefully soon baby tortoises and stuff to go on the website. But lots of animals, and I know there's a lot of comments about the animals all the time. Don't worry, I did not forget about, before we get to the Amazon corner, which is where all the big freshwater fish are. Where's Mia, girl? Mimi! Come here, girl. I need you. You are the cherry on top. The cherry on top. Hi, Mimi. Hi, girl. Well, fellas, this is my dog, Mia. Right, Mimi? Oh, you're so cute. Now, she used to have a buddy. That was my ex-girlfriend's dog, so she took the other one. I see so many comments about where Koa is. That's where Koa is. That was her dog. I got my dog, Mimi. And Mia is literally my best friend. A man's best friend, no exaggeration. She's the greatest of all time. And yeah, that's Mia. She's usually typically outside with me, but it's been really hot and super rainy lately. So that's me, girl. Yeah, this is me and Mia. We have a picture together with the cowboy hat, and she's got her own little hat. Yeah! I got all these signs. I got so many signs to put out around the chicken coop and the goat enclosure and stuff. I just thought it'd be cool. Look at that. Beware of the tiny raptor. I'm gonna put all those up soon. Fellas, what a day here at the farm. I mean, you've pretty much seen it all. You have pretty much seen it all. Besides this. The Amazon corner. Now, as y'all know, I've been looking to try to get this water clear for quite some time now. And the plan is to eventually take all these fish, since the bioload in here is a little big, and since they've grown so much, of course, and put them into that pond out back over there. Once, of course, it has a liner, filtration, waterfall, etc. That's where all these are gonna go, eventually. But I wanted to show you just how big everything did get now that we're doing a big old water change in here yet again. Look at the ripsaw. It's crazy to see how big these fish got. There's Stump the bass. We got our big melanistic gar right there. We have, obviously, our hybrid giraffe nose back there. Our albino iridescent gourami there. All of our catfish are in a pile, which we'll go in just a second to check them out. But take a look at, where's the arowana? Look how big the Fly River is. Fly River, that ribsaw is unbelievably massive. There's the arowana, the araween. Look at the sheer size of that thing. It is crazy how big it got. Now, all of the red tails are kind of piled up into that little oxygenated corner right there because they're probably tripping out that the water is so low. I'm doing a big water change yet again. You can see our albinos, our regular catfish. Everything is humongous. Look at the size of Beast. Beast is literally like 3 feet long. Obviously the pacu is in the corner too. All the fish are hiding in this little cave right here. Every single time I do a water change, they do the same thing. I'm doing yet again another water change right now. We are consistently doing like 1 a week in this pond because of how many fish are in here and how big they are. Obviously it's 5 feet deep. We made it very, very deep. The pond itself is thousands of gallons, but as I said, there's a lot of fish in this pond, so we got to do a lot of water changes, and of course they eat a lot, poop a lot. More water changes. Look at those catfish. Oh yeah. But in here we have these monster fish. Look at the size of that ripsaw. It's insane. That thing is huge. Iridescence, peacock bass. Look at Beast. Yo, you're massive, bro. Eventually, we'll get this thing clear, but the Amazon corner has all of our giant freshwater monsters inside of it, and we're filling up. So what an update. I haven't showed this pond in a while. It's been quite some time since you've seen some of the stuff in this video. If you went on to enjoy it, please do. Leave a like down below. Subscribe, of course, if you're new. You don't miss out on any future projects that we have going on. The video from this pool getting done from start to finish is gonna be live here soon. Our monsters are growing inside the freshwater pond outside. Our fish are doing amazing in the building. Our goats are screaming. The turkeys are growing. Another big shout out to Fiverr for sponsoring today's video. Super cool that I was able to work with y'all because I've obviously used it in the past and I still continue to do. If you need web development, profile pictures, YouTube banners, you name it, if you need something like that made, use my link. It's right here on the screen, /Cuffaro, and it's also gonna get you 10% off. Just click the link down below, fvrr.co/Cuffaro. You'll get 10% off. Big shout out to Fiverr. Much love. We'll see you right back here in the next one.